Okay, just picture this. You're driving through the rolling hills of Tuscany, and then all of a sudden it just appears. Rising up from the landscape like something straight out of a storybook, you see this incredible skyline of ancient stone towers. Welcome to San Gimignano, folks. It's truly one of the most iconic and just, wow, visually stunning towns in all of Italy. And that nickname, the medieval Manhattan, it is so well-deserved. I mean, this isn't just a town. It's like stepping into a time capsule. It's a remarkably preserved medieval world, a UNESCO World Heritage site that has survived pretty much intact for over 700 years. But let's be real for a second. A place this beautiful, this perfect, doesn't stay a secret for long. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, how do you experience the actual magic of this fairy tale place without getting totally swallowed up by the crowds? You see, there are really two different versions of San Gimignano. There's the enchanting, postcard-perfect town you dream about, and then there's the midday reality, where the streets are packed shoulder to shoulder with people. The kind of experience you have, it really all comes down to your strategy. Now, to really get this place, you have to understand the towers. Back in the 14th century, an incredible 72 towers pierced the sky right here. Can you just imagine what that must have looked like? 72! Fast forward to today, and only 14 of those magnificent towers are still standing. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still incredibly impressive, but it gives you this powerful sense of history, of just how much has changed over the centuries. So, you gotta ask, right? Why on earth did a small town like this need so many towers? Well, the answer is pretty fascinating. It's all about medieval bragging rights. Yeah, this wasn't really about defense. It was basically a medieval arms race. The wealthy noble families were all competing with each other to build the tallest, most impressive tower. It was just a raw display of their power and their influence. The higher your tower, the more important everyone thought your family was. So, how do you unlock the real magic of San Gimignano and completely sidestep that midday crush? Well, it all comes down to a simple but really effective strategy. Okay, here's your 3-step game plan. First, and this is the big one, timing is everything. You've got to get there in the morning or late afternoon. Step 2, hit the main hotspots first. Go straight to the 2 big squares, the Piazza della Cisterna and the Piazza del Duomo, before all the tour buses roll in. And step 3, my personal favorite, get lost on purpose. The real soul of this town is hidden in the quiet side streets, way off the main tourist drag. And when you follow that plan, trust me, you are rewarded with some truly unforgettable experiences. And it starts with a climb right into the sky. You absolutely have to climb the Torre Grossa. It's the town's tallest tower. Yeah, it's about 220 steps to the top, but the payoff is just breathtaking. We're talking a spectacular 360-degree view over all the red-tiled roofs and out across those rolling Tuscan hills. It is, hands down, the best view in town. And hey, here's a serious insider tip. When you buy your ticket for the tower, spend just €4 extra to upgrade to the full museum pass. Why? Because when that midday sun is beating down and the streets are totally packed, you can duck into these quiet, fascinating, and, best of all, beautifully air-conditioned museums. Seriously, you can have entire galleries almost to yourself while everyone else is out there jostling for space. Want another fantastic way to escape the hustle? Just step right outside the town walls and take a little walk on a section of the Via Francigena. This is an ancient pilgrimage route that goes from England all the way to Rome. It's so quiet and peaceful out there, and it gives you a totally different perspective with stunning views looking back at the town. Of course, you can't have a trip to Italy without indulging in the local flavors, right? And San Gimignano has some world-famous tastes you really need to know about. So in the main square, Piazza della Cisterna, you're going to find Gelateria Dondoli. And the very first thing you'll notice is the line. I'm not kidding, it's famous for being absolutely massive. It just snakes across the whole square, especially during the busy season. This place has been crowned the ice cream world champion for its wild, creative flavors. But when you see a line that long, you gotta wonder, is it actually worth the wait? Well, according to pretty much everyone who's braved the queue, the answer is a huge, resounding yes. It totally lives up to the hype. They have these incredible flavors you just won't find anywhere else, like pink grapefruit and sparkling wine. So yeah, my advice, get in that line. And for another local specialty, just look to the hills around the town. They're covered in vineyards for really unique white wine grape. So while you're there, make sure you try a glass of the local, crisp white wine, the Vernaccia di San Gimignano. All right, let's get into the practical details. Getting to a hilltop town like this takes a little bit of planning, so let's break down the best ways for you to get there. Driving is for sure the fastest and most flexible option. It takes about an hour from Florence. But if you're using public transport, the bus from Siena is the easiest and most direct route, no question. Coming from Florence, it's also totally doable, but you'll have to change buses in a town called Poggibonsi, whether you take the bus the whole way or do a train and bus combo. And here are a few essential pro tips that will save you some headaches. If you're driving, aim for the P1 Jubileo parking lot. It's the biggest and the cheapest, but you have to get there early. Taking the bus, make sure you have some cash for your ticket, just in case. And a little warning, the roads from Siena are super winding, so if you're prone to car sickness, you might want to be prepared. So let's circle back to that first question. With all the hype and all the crowds, is this town really worth it? Oh, absolutely, 100%. With the right strategy, you just bypass all the frustrations and you tap right into the pure magic of the place. You know, as one visitor put it, there's just something undeniably special here that just captures your heart. It's a place that really delivers on every single level, from its architecture and art to those incredible views and just the whole atmosphere. And really, this isn't just about San Gimignano. It's about a smarter way to travel. You now know the secret to finding the authentic heart of a super famous destination. So my question to you is, what hidden corner of the world are you going to unlock next?